pleased with the words we say. What if he takes away his love and his spirit from above? What if God is unhappy with the parade? What if God is unhappy with the way we live? What if he is not pleased with the way we give? What if he takes away his love and his spirit from above? What if God is unhappy with the way we live? We must change the way we walk. We must change the way we talk. We must live the life that's pleasing to our King. We must read God's holy word. Let his praises be heard. Lord, just keep believing without praise. We must change the way we walk. We must change the way we talk. We must live the life that's pleasing to our King. We must read God's holy word and let his praises be heard. Lord, just keep believing. Lord, just keep believing. Lord, just keep believing. Lord, just be believed. Lord, just be pleased. 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 Without praise, 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 praise. We must change the way we walk. We must change the way we talk. We must live a life that's pleasing to our King. We must read God's holy word. Let his praises be heard. The Lord just be believed. 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 Without praise, 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 without praise. Hey everyone, what's going on? Let's see who we got in here. Hey Mimi, hey 300, hey all my butterflies in the butterfly queendom. Thank you so much for sharing, subscribe to my channel. I am so excited to be talking to you guys tonight. I had postponed this and God wouldn't give me no break. So I had to come on and be obedient. How many know that it's best to be obedient than to sacrifice? Okay, so we're going to get this in. We're not going to take all day. This is Libra Butterfly coming to you from the great state of Kentucky, where the women are beautiful and the horses are fast, or the horses are beautiful and the women are fast. It just depends on what you darn like. And shout out to the new Miss USA from the best that there is, Miss Kentucky. Come on now. Come on. And she's very beautiful, y'all. She went to Central. That's the school that my mom graduated from. And that's the school my grandson will be going to next year. So I'm so darn excited. It's redonkulous. Okay. Okay. Anyway, so let's get started. Today is the first of the month. So I hope everybody was able to have and enjoy their day today. It's some things that is pressing that I have to get out, and I'm sniffing, y'all, because my sinuses and allergies has just really been on fleek. So just bear with the sniffles if you can. Anywho, um, the first thing I want to say is, um, I just have to say how he gave it to me. A lot of y'all have been cursing yourself for the year of 2021. A lot of you all have been cursing yourself with your own mouth. Okay. God has been trying to bless you and to answer your prayers, and you have been cursing your mouth. It's like he sends the angel to deliver what you're asking him for. And as soon as the angel fights the demonic people, the demonic imps come through everything to get it to you, you change your confession at the end. And so what happens is the angel takes it back to heaven, and then you in warfare again. You're speaking again, trying to ask God again, and you want to know, God, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? God said you have been cursing yourself with your own mouth because you don't let your yea be yea and your no be no. You don't stand in your confession on faith. You stand in your confession on fear, and He doesn't operate in fear. The only thing that we're supposed to fear is God. Okay. So this month, since today is the first, those that will, you can join me, and I know some more people, if I'm not mistaken, that I know have been doing a fast starting today. And a fast is not just where you don't eat, okay? Because some of y'all can go all day long and not eat and it not bother you. That's not a fast. Is something that afflicts you, something that you have a really hard problem with. Like if you smoke, maybe from the hours of 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. you don't smoke. Maybe if you have to have a pop, maybe from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. you don't drink a pop. Or maybe you can go consecutively, which is 24 hours a day for the next 3 days, without drinking, but that's what a fast is. Some things only come out through fasting and praying. That's scripture. So what I'm saying to you guys is not foreign. It's actually faith. Okay. So those that will do that, when you come out of the fast, you will, you will see something tremendous. Okay. This is the last month of the year. You have to make your confession known. And that's why tomorrow when we do our our things that we're believing the Lord for in 2022, there is a confession that He gave me to give to the people that want to do that and that will follow. If that's not you, I'm not talking to you. Move on. Uh, the other thing is those that will can join also in reading either one or the other. Luke, a chapter of Luke a day. So today will be Luke chapter 1. Tomorrow, since it's the second, it'll be Luke chapter 2. Or you can do Proverbs. Proverbs 1. Tomorrow, Proverbs 2. Do it for the whole month. It's 31 days in December. It's 31 chapters. Get what I'm saying? Okay. So that's two things. Okay. Want y'all to be watchful. Okay. I kind of told y'all the beginning of last year, beginning of this year. Now I'm telling y'all, and I told you during the year, well, y'all get ready to see some things that be exposed. You're ready to start seeing stuff exposed, and the enemy is going to expose himself. What I mean by that is we know that the news have been slighted for years. Rich people own the news, and some of y'all are so faithful to the news, it's scary. You watch the news more than you believe what God is saying. You watch the news and never pick up your word of God. You watch the news more faithfully than you do the Bible. God said, "Thou shalt have no other gods before me." Okay. He's and exploding and deploting, if that's a word, what you believe in as far as what the news is going to tell you. Okay. There will be a whole lot of backlash. There's going to be some of the people that you hold kindly in your heart that you believe what they're saying. There's going to be a whole lot of people exposed. This lady that was with Epstein, she's getting ready to start singing if she hasn't already. There was a lot of CEOs, if I'm not mistaken, that stepped down when they heard that she was brought in and that her trial was about to start. Okay, there is going to be a lot of people that you trust. You're going to see their names brought as being trafficking in children for sexual needs. Some of you all, because you put your faith in man, it's going to hurt you more than others. Some of you all kind of knew it, and then some of you all ain't going to know what to think. So, I just want to let you know that there will be some politicians that is going to start coming down. There will be, I told you guys to wait until January or February to buy a home. Okay, well, you're getting ready to start see that home prices are going to dwindle. They're going to come down so that January and February, possibly March. He ain't said that to me yet, so I'm saying that on my own. But January and February, you will see a decline in housing prices. Like right now, if you've seen a 4-bedroom house, maybe you're looking at with 2 bedrooms. You know, it's your dream home. Okay, a good price may be maybe $170,000. Okay, but because of the inflation and it was a seller's market, they were able to get $225,000 for it. Well, this month it'll start declining. By January or February, somewhere along there, you'll be able to buy it for what you want because it's going to be a housing crisis so hard again. Okay. That's why the Lord has been telling you guys to dot your I's, cross your T's, make sure your credit is getting better, make sure that you're paying off your credit cards, make sure that you got a credit report, make sure, see, all of this, see, a lot of times when prophecy comes forth, prophecy is not going to tell you why to do something because God is testing your obedience. It just should be you do it because you believe the word of the Lord. Okay. Another thing, y'all, a lot of y'all also have missed the move of God because you don't like who's bringing you the message. You don't like the gift. You don't like the wrapping that the gift is in. Forget the wrapping. Did you get the gift? I'm going to say that again. A lot of y'all missed your blessing because you didn't like the wrapping that the blessing came in. Okay. But forget the wrapping. Did you get the gift? Okay. So, that being said, he's going to bring your blessing around yet again before January 1. He wants to know this time, do you trust him enough that even if he sends it in somebody like me, that you trust him enough to see past the wrapping and get the gift? Let me sip my coffee. IJS. Okay. Speaking of YouTube, and I didn't want to say this, but I'm obedient. Speaking of YouTube, some of y'all are trying to get somewhere in status by connecting with people you feel like has a door that you can get in. Every time you do that, you lose ground with God. I'm going to say that again. Some of y'all are trying to connect with people that y'all feel is famous on the tube of the U so it can further you and get you into the door. Okay. But the thing of it is, God said, I'm going to prosper you. And you can't make me go no faster than where I want to go. Because, see, your character speaks volumes for who you are. If your character doesn't line up with where you asking God to take you, you will never stay. Have y'all ever seen people who became rich overnight and they didn't have enough kahunas in their character to keep them, to steady them, to keep that money? They end up the same person with the same character, end up broke within a year. They win $9 million, and within a year they done gave it away. They done squander it buying all these luxury cars and buying this house, and they done did all these furs and stuff like that. They ain't bothered helping nobody. I'm telling you, you can curse you. Let me sip on that too. Okay, now moving forward. Those of you guys who have been following along and have been doing the Bitcoin thing and the stock thing and stuff like that, there will be a stock hit. There will be a stock hit, okay, for the better. It's going to leap you from where you are to like thousands, okay? Now, I said it once before, and the what's it, the wind, whatever the thing is with all the with the shoot, I want to say wind stopping. That's not it. The one with the where they go in and get the games and all that and stop. When I told y'all that, I didn't know that as soon as I got through saying that, okay, that the stock had, yeah. So I'm very careful about what I'm saying right now. I know what God is saying, and if He releases me to tell you which stock, I'll tell you which stock. If He does not really, because I can't do anything about it. I can't do anything about it. Meaning that because He's telling me right now to tell people that something's gonna hit, and He shows me stuff like that, I can't invest in it until He tells me to, because that's like I'm doing it for gain. So, yes, unbother me. Yes, babes, be careful who you attach yourself to. Amen.com. Now, speaking of that, going into January, starting this month, a lot of y'all gonna have to cut some of these people, and it don't mean that they not good people. Don't mean that they're not good people, but some of y'all gonna have to cut some of these people off that you are connected to, that you've been cool with, and all this stuff, because you're not going in the same way. You're not going in the same direction. Actually, they're becoming a hindrance. Okay, see, two can't walk except they agree. That's biblical. Okay, so if you're running a marathon and they're keeping up with the turtle pace, that ain't gonna work, because you'll always be trying to pull them along to come on, come on, to come on, come on, and it's just not gonna work, And even let me say this to the single women, even when it comes to men, and this is what God just showed me, even when it comes to a man, he may be a good man, but he may not be God man. I'm gonna say that again. He may be a good man, but he may not be the God man. And what I mean by that is God may not ordain him to be with you. Two can't walk except they agree. If you are a sprinter and you have somebody who is a stone won't move unless you push it. Are y'all getting that? And I don't know how many sprinters run by pushing a stone up a hill, down a hill, around the corner, up the street. You can't do that. You will always be behind because you're trying to pull somebody along. I push somebody to come along with you. See how that works? And I know a lot of time we as women be like, oh, but he's such a good man. Yeah, and he may be good, and he may be good for somebody else. But when God has called you to do something, when He has chosen you, He is not going to give you sloppy Joe. He will not give you anything that's going to hinder your walk. Did I say that? Yes, I did. Come on, God, feed me. He's not going to give you anything that's going to slow your walk with Him. Some people, y'all, and I know it hurts, because I got some people that I really don't want to leave by the side, but I'm going to have to. Because why? We're not walking the same. We're not walking the same. We don't even have the same goals, aspirations. Like me per se, I'm working on my health, okay? I'm working on my health to be a better me, health-wise, spiritual-wise, emotional-wise, in all the right ways, okay? Now, why would God give me somebody who ain't thinking about that? Who don't think about what they eat, who don't think about how much they eat, what they spend their money on, who's around them in they stratosphere, they just stuck in life. God wouldn't give me nobody like that. Okay, are y'all hearing me? He just wouldn't, because he know that. Let me pull this scripture up. Hold on, hold on, because y'all play too much. uh, okay, here we go. Wait a minute, let me go back. Come on, computer. Okay. Okay, so I don't like the NIV. Not for real. Let me go to the New King James. There we go. Let me pull it up a little bit, little bit, little bit. Okay, so hold on. Okay, let me tell you. Let me give you this real here, real here. I can't even talk today. Let me give you this right here. The reason why. Uh, this is going to explain a lot. Okay, and I give you. I would give you. Well, let me skip down here. Let me skip down here. Okay. Let's start at the 12th verse, okay? And those of you who have to leave because y'all want to be a part of the $1,000 giveaway that Five Babies doing, I understand. Be blessed, honey. You can always come back and listen to this, but I can't cut mine short. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. And it says, but to the rest, okay, I, not the Lord, say, if any brother has a wife who does not believe and she is willing to live with him, let him not divorce her. Okay. Now, this says if she doesn't believe, okay, but she's still willing to stay, you can't divorce her. Okay. And a woman who has a husband who does not believe, if he is willing to live with her, let her not divorce him. Okay, let's pause right there. First of all, remember there's a scripture that says two can't walk unless they agree. Now, you done got with this person. Y'all believe totally different. Y'all on two different levels. And you are craving a man that will serve God like you. Somebody you can pray with. Y'all can go to church functions. He supports your ministry. All of this. Same thing with him. He found a woman who, can go church with, support his ministry, support him. But you don't have that, because now you got somebody that don't even believe. And if they want to stay with you, there's nothing you can do about it. And that's hell. Okay, here we go. For the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife, and the unbelieving wife is sanctified by her husband. Otherwise, your children would be unclean, but now they are holy. Because one is going to carry the burden of the whole relationship, and that's going to help cover you. Y'all see what I'm trying to say? Yeah, okay. Move forward. But if the unbeliever departs, let him depart. A brother or a sister is not under bondage in such case. So if they leave, the unbelieving one leaves you, let them go. Some of y'all go get them because you don't want to be by yourself. You don't like being alone because you consider being alone lonely, and that's two different things. Okay, move forward. But God has called us to peace. See, for how do you know, O wife, whether you will save your husband? Or how do you know, O husband, whether you will save your wife? Key word here, you don't. So you can go through this suffering if you want to, marrying somebody who you unequally yoked with, and you'll be stuck. Let me come back and see what y'all doing. Hmm. I don't know about y'all, but ain't that much penis in the world to make me be with a man who I don't have nothing in common with. And I know for a fact, no. I be trying to go, I be trying, let's go roller skating. And no. Let's go out to eat. And it's, let's walk to the park. And then there's an issue. Well, baby, I got to preach today. Would you come and support me? It shouldn't even be a thing. If I tell my husband, look, I have a preaching engagement. First of all, this is how I operate. When my husband was living, God rest his soul, I would tell them if they sent me a thing to preach at a church or whatever, I would say, let me pray about it first, and let me discuss it with my husband. And so that's exactly what I would do. I would pray about it, but then I would go to my husband because my husband was my covering. And me and him would discuss it. And I would say, babe, they're asking me to come and minister. And my husband never told me no. He's like, babe, go ahead, tell me what day it is, because I'm going to be right there on front row. And he was. And he was my armor bearer. He would carry my Bible and my little juice and all that. He was honored to have a preaching wife. Where some men be like, no, I ain't going to nobody's church. I don't want to do that now. Just tell me, I'll be here when you get home. Nigga, I don't need you home when I get home. How you gonna leave me from home? How you gonna be the head and you won't even submit to God? Does that make sense, y'all? How you gonna lead me or cover me when you don't submit? Let me sip some coffee. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you, 300. Yeah, thank you, Mimi. Facts, honey. Yes. So I'm just saying, God is trying to give you the best. He wants you to have the best. It ain't always got to do with money, y'all. Some things money can't buy. You understand what I'm saying? You know, my thing is, and I like I said, y'all know I was married for a minute, okay? A minute. And it was a blessing to talk to my husband from work or whatever when I was working, talk to him from work and be like, what you doing, babe? I just took out something to cook for dinner. And I'm like, oh, you cooking today? Yeah, I got you, babe. I'm cook today. Yeah, that was a blessing. Do y'all understand that? That takes pressure off the female. It takes pressure off the wife not to have to do that. Me, I gotta pee her, bro. So, I'm sorry, y'all. I have activity in my house. So, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so a lot of times, like I said, because, we don't want to be by ourselves, we take people and try to make them our dream when all signs are showing you they're a nightmare. Maybe not for somebody else, but it may be for you. Be careful. Be careful. Because just because he's a good man don't mean he's the God man. And that's the truth. I don't want no man to feel like he has to weigh his option between me and another woman. What I mean by that is you married to me, but another woman still gets your goat. Still make you go, ooh, yeah. I don't want that. You can keep it. If you say I do to me, it should answer all things. Sipping coffee. Um, it was something else I was supposed to tell you guys. Food consumptions. Make sure that y'all have been stocking up on food and water. Um, Oh, and this new um variant that went out. Let me tell you something. I said this today, and I didn't know he was going to have me to repeat this, but check this out. So, when they discover different diseases in other countries, they don't call it the European disease, they don't call it the Spain disease. So, why? Because a brilliant Black African scientist discovered the variant. It's now an African disease. Y'all better wake up and smell the Maxwell. And then my cup is McDonald's. But nevertheless, that's neither here nor there. Y'all better wake up and smell what they're trying to cook up. Just because he was smart enough to spot the variant in his country, don't make it an African variant. Y'all understand what I'm saying? My thing is also, I'm reading the comments now. My thing is also, like, I want all of my friends to experience what I've had. I want all of y'all in this thing right here to experience the love and romance and understanding and everything that I had in my almost 30-year relationship. I want y'all to experience that. And I tell everybody, you need to be with the one who is ordained for you. Um, I know, like I said, I really believe my husband, my next husband, I'm going to bump into him. I do. I believe, I don't know how. I think I'm going to be coming out of the coffee shop. And I know this seems so movie-ish, but yeah, I really believe that I'm going to be coming from somewhere and just going to bump into him going, boom. And it's going to spark that thing. And I believe that if anything, we'll be dating and engaged 6 months before we say I do. Seriously, because I'm a wife. That's the thing. Not all women are wives. Some women are women. Some women are wives. I'm a wife. Some of you are wives. But you just won't allow God to do what he needs to do. And he has that for you. And I really do, because my husband he's going to have to be a special breed. I'm telling you. He he gonna have to really be a special breed. He has to know that, and God knows. I ain't gonna say too much because I don't want anybody faking like they it and no, they not. Um, he has to know that what I say is important. You know how a lot of times men disregard women, and you be like, "Did you hear me? What you say?" That's actually telling the person what you saying is not important. I don't do it. I don't do that. And I don't repeat myself like that. So that would be an issue with me. That will be an issue with me. I'm telling you. Because one, my pet peeve is repeating myself. That's my number one pet peeve. And my other number one pet peeve, yes, yeah, I did it. My other number one pet peeve is liars. So them are two equal. I can't say one over no, they both equal. Seriously. So yeah. And I hear you, Mimi. I hear you. Like I said, a lot of, I have several exes that have came out the woodwork since they know my husband's no longer, because everybody knew I wasn't leaving him, man. Anyway, but what's so funny is, like I told one particular ex, no, I really don't even want to be your friend, but I feel sorry for the person, so I talk to them. But that's not anything I would want to deal with ever, at all. And I'll tell you why. I was engaged to him, and we had picked out our house. We was doing a loan for the house because he worked for the CIA. Literally, for real, he worked for the CIA. He was a military person. He had just, he had been in the military. All this stuff. Picked out my dream home, Yeah, he was older than me, you know what I'm saying? But you really couldn't tell it because I act the way I carry myself. It's older, you know. But he let his brother tell him, that girl's young and she's gonna mess around on you. So if I was you, I would just go on and walk away, because yeah, she's too young. So he allowed his brother to get in his head, to get in his ear. And what he didn't realize until it was too late is that his brother wanted me. Okay. So when I seen that he didn't have a backbone and, that his brother would always be a problem for us, I'll let him go. I freed that bird. Bye. Ever since then, now me and my husband, like I said, we was almost married for 30 years. This man has been married 5 times since then. Five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 to 5 different women. And now he's trying to pursue me again. No. And during the time, he was like, if anything ever happened between y'all, if y'all get divorced, would you consider dating me again? No. And it's still no. It was no yesterday, it's no today, and it's gonna be no tomorrow. It's still no. No. Any man who lets another man dictate to him, I don't look at you as a man. And that's just me. I don't. Because no. No. And me and somebody we have really fallen out over this because I said there is no way that a real man is gonna let another man tell him what to do and he just drop everything and do it. No way, hell. No way. You know, this person feels like, well, that don't mean the man's gay or down low. If it happens, it just means that no, no. When do you see any man worth his salt drop a female to go do what another man say? Now you tell me how that makes sense. Thank you, Mimi. I ain't falling for it. I ain't falling for that. No. No. Should no man have control of another man like that? If anything, the man would be like, oh man, you got company. Oh man, you talking to your girl. All right, I holler. Okay. So, and anytime you pull between a man and a female, you feel like you pull between them, something wrong. They should never be on the same it dude. They should never be on the same level. Anytime you feel like you pull that you are pulled between the two, something wrong. Something wrong. I'm just saying, y'all. Look, let me move off that subject. Anywho, just be careful, y'all. Be careful, because some of the dudes that's on the down low don't look like they on the down low, and they'll tell you they can't stand that. And behind closed doors, when they get with their quote unquote buddy, they butt buddies, not trying to be funny. If you into that, you into that. But don't play with nobody's life, and you into that. Then I heard some men say, "Ain't nobody gonna stick me." Well, okay, what's stopping you from giving oil? Is this too real for some people? See, I have to say what's on my spirit to say. Some of y'all better be careful. Some of y'all been cause he look good and he got triceps and biceps and ooceps, like, oh yeah, and he dressed real nice, he smell real good, and yeah, and that's a trap. That's a trap. That's all I'm gonna say about that. It's a trap. Be careful. Don't be so desperate for a mate that you take anything. You may be laying with a snake, honey, and the snake will squeeze you to death in every which way possible. A snake can bite you and you not even know it until you start feeling the venom go through your body. So I'm just saying. But anyway, yeah, y'all need to be careful. Try not to spend unnecessary money. Um, stock up as much as you can. I know I keep repeating that, but it pays to repeat it. Um, Make sure you cover your children. Make sure you cover other people's children that you know of, because prayer is what's gonna be the key during this next season. Come on, that's right. Stop playing Russian roulette with your private parts. Facts. And um, anyway, these next tonight and these next 6 days until the 7th. The 7th is my last day. No, the 8th. I'm sorry. No, it's the 7th because I'm doing it tonight. Okay, so the 7th is my day. If anybody has any prayer requests, honest prayer requests, and I'm not asking you to share it on here because it may not be nobody's business. But if you do have a prayer request, and you want me to add you to my list that I'm praying for these next 7 days of fasting, actually it's 3 days, but I'm doing an extra 4. Okay. So if you want me to, email me. You ain't got to be specific if you don't want to. The only person that's going to see this is me. Don't nobody else look at my emails but me. So, and then the only thing I ask is when you start seeing your prayer come true is that you come back and say something. That's it. We overcome by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of our testimony. You know what I'm saying? So that's very important. What else? It was something else I was going to say. There will be a whole lot of empty seats in the government. There's going to be some people that's going to start, either they're going to step down or something's going to happen where they got to come down. If you've ever had any aspirations in representing your people, be watchful and prayerful and step up. That's what I'm going to say about that. Let me see what else. That's all. And if anything else I'm supposed to say, I say it tomorrow when we do our confessions of what we asked in the Lord and believe in Him for in 2022. You don't have to have a poster board. I'm just saying if you do, it would be great, because when you see your goals and stuff in color on a board, it does something. If you just have a notebook or a nice piece of paper, you don't want anything on anything in that notebook or on that piece of paper but what you're confessing and what you asking God to do, because I'm telling y'all now, this stuff is going to come to pass. Also, we will still see a lot of weather stuff. Okay, we're going to start seeing a lot of weather stuff. It just is what it is. But even in the midst of that, y'all, we still going to be blessed. That's why I said you got to get your fear under control and start walking in faith and not fear. Because anybody who has fear, you already doomed. Anybody who has faith has succeeded. Okay, time is way before us. We're walking in our shall be. Okay, so that's what I wanted to say. Just remember, send me an email. Let me know, our text message if you have a number. Send me whichever one, and each day for the next 7 days, today on up until December the 7th, I will be praying for you and praying over you for God to give you an answer and that you hear what the answer is. So wanted to tell you guys that. You all keep me in your prayer, and that's all I have to say. I thank you so much for coming over here tonight and being a part of this, for the update. And as He reveals things to me, I will reveal things to you guys. Remember, if nobody told you you're intelligent, you are. And if nobody told you they love you, I do. Smooches.